What if these four guys were the Four Horsemen and they came to Earth and liked it because there's cool stuff to do here? What's up? My name is Randall. I'm an artist from Orlando, Florida. And let's talk about world building. I didn't plan on building a universe. I just started off with one character. The universe started coming from the other jobs I had. It was weird, I worked for a toy company. I worked for a company called Super Plastic. They make vinyl toys, and something I learned from there was the power of storytelling in your brand. They have like these main characters and they live in this universe. And I'm like, I have plenty of characters who just like all kind of hang out on their own. So what if I built a universe? It just seemed natural, right? I always like joked in my head there was a universe called the Randallverse, and it really didn't mean anything. It just was like, this is how all these guys can be in this weird universe that lives in my head. But then I started building on that and making it something real. So then I thought of, okay, so I had like these great characters. I had a pumpkin guy, I had a plague doctor, and they were just stickers. And I'm like, well, what if these four guys were all friends? What if these four guys were the Four Horsemen? And they came to Earth and liked it because there's cool stuff to do here. There's theme parks, there's food, there's joy, there's wonder, there's adventure. And then that just started to build. Okay, so what if these guys came through a portal? And that portal was in this fictional town. Right? It's very similar to the Grand Canyon. Back in the day, not the Grand Canyon, the Niagara Falls. Back in the day, people would go to Niagara Falls for like this spiritual awakening. And I've been there. And now it's kind of kitschy and full of t-shirt shops and stuff like that. It's almost like I Drive in Orlando, if you've been there. It's just tourism. It's a tourist trap. Okay, so what if some corporation built a theme park right next to where this weird crescent-shaped portal is and called it Crescent World or Hollow World, right? And what if that evil corporation also made a Slurpee that these guys could drink? And what if that same corporation sold you real estate? And what if that evil corporation was called Randall Corp? Because it's a different dimension. And in that dimension, Randall Corp, run by me, is a horrible Skynet, Monsanto, horrible Amazon who will sell you prescription drugs, will sell you real estate living, and will sell you gas masks and a coloring book. Like, I love this weird juxtaposition of, it's a company that is basically harvesting creativity. They're harvesting creativity to package it and sell it back to you for dopamine. That's the whole thought in my brain, right? So then my art is like the opposite of that. Yes, I'm selling you art, but it brings you joy, hopefully, right? That whole storyline leads to creating an immersive experience where you walk into another universe. You walk into Crescent Hollow. It's my artwork come to life to spread joy and wonder, imagination, and inspiration. I know it's weird, but weird is good. Weird is where ideas live. And this world, the Randallverse, is about giving permission for other people to spark their imagination, to spark their joy. Like, this is the only thing that I could do to that George Lucas, that Disney, that Stan Lee did for me, right? And I know we're talking about billions and billions of dollars in this gigantic IP that everybody knows, to like this thing that outside of Orlando most people don't know. But that doesn't mean I should stop. That doesn't mean it's less meaningful, right? It's not less meaningful to me, and the whole thing is about hope. My favorite word, hope. It's about being weird and being strange and laughing at farts and not being serious, not taking it so seriously, but at the same time it's very serious. I take my business and I take what I do seriously. I don't take myself and I don't take the subject matter that seriously. But I want it to be meaningful, but I want it to be meaningful and lighthearted. I want it to lift up. And right now this is all just the beginning. 2025, I really put together a plan of what my art is, what my art journey means, what I want to do. And this is just the beginning. I'm trying to create the Randall Paints Creative Studio and build something that I can share with the world, or share with a small corner of the world, and making these universes, making these characters, companies, things that don't exist, but trying to put them together in one gigantic storyline that is always evolving, always growing. It just makes it feel real. It makes it feel more impactful, more meaningful. And even if that's just for me, and most people don't even see some of the stuff, like in the coloring book, there's actually the Randall Corp logo on it. Like, most people probably don't even know what that is yet. But it's it's a Randall Corp product, because inside Crescent Hollow they are stealing away creativity and selling it back to you. I don't know if you ever wanted to build your own world, or feel like want to be part of something, follow along. It's all a work in progress. It's all happening, and I want you here for it. So go, create.